G'day folks, it's Cortezerino, and welcome to part 2 of my Hiroshima Castle base tutorial. And I suspect if you're watching this video, you have already completed part 1 of this tutorial, so there's no need to give you a tour of the entire base. But I will show you what we are building today. So we will build the entry house to our castle. And as I was doing the tutorial, I actually improved the design for this building significantly, I think, so it looks much nicer. We will also be building 3 corner guardhouses, and if you think that's going to be a little bit boring, building the same thing over and over, trust me, you'll have to be doing a little bit of thinking, because this one we will be building without the pumpkin or melon farm on the inside. And as you're following the tutorial for these, you will need to pay attention, because we want to have all 3 of these roofs facing in the same direction. So while you're building, the tutorial might say point it in the other direction, but you'll have to use your brain smarts and rotate the top roof, which is not too hard because the base that it's sitting on is perfectly symmetrical. And what I'm going to do is send you to a different tutorial to build these corner guardhouses. Now, that tutorial has a materials list in it. I want you to ignore that materials list. Everything that we will be building today is linked in the materials list of this video, so that is the only materials list that you need. And if you like this building behind me, this is the only video where you will find a tutorial for it. So even if you're not building the entire base, you still might want to watch this video just for this build. Anyway, that's enough talking, let's get started. Okay, we're going to begin by building this house at the entrance to our castle complex, and I might pop over into another world just for this build. Okay, we're going to start at the front where our staircase is. Come along to this corner, and on top of the stone block, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spruce logs, and then you can pop a stone block on top. Then just next to that, we're going to go 3 stone brick slabs, then a stone slab, and then 6 stripped dark oak, and we will also pop a stone block on that one. Then you can come along to this corner, back to our spruce. We're going to place 6 of these with a stone block, then we'll go a stone brick slab, a stone slab, and 2 stone brick slabs. Then we'll do 6 stripped dark oak with a stone block on top. Then I want you to come to this side, and we are going to build the exact same thing. And everything I build at the front, I want you to copy the exact same thing to the back. They are exactly the same. So what we're going to do is grab some andesite walls, and we're going to place 2 right there, and then just behind those we're going to place 4 stripped dark oak logs. So do that on each side, and then you can look from this direction. We're going to place a stripped dark oak log lying on its side, going across the top. Then on the ends here we're going to go an extra dark oak log, then a stone block, and then 2 more stripped dark oak, and we'll do the same here. So a log, a stone, and 2 more logs. Then you can come back to this side at the same height as this log. We're going to place a dark oak fence there and another one on the side, and from the one at the front we're going to hang a chain and a lantern, and we'll do the same thing over here. So we'll put in our 2 fences, then we'll do a chain and a lantern, and then 1 block lower than that fence we're going to place 2 dark oak fences here. And from those, we are just going to hang lanterns. And once again, what I build at the front, copy the same thing to the back. So we're going to come along between our andesite walls, and we're going to place 3 stone slabs. Then just behind that, we'll do a stone block and 2 stone bricks. Then we will look at it from this direction, and we're going to place 5 sea lanterns on the ground. Now these won't be visible, so you can use any light emitting block that you like. Now behind these slabs here, we're going to place 2 polished deep slate with 2 polished basalt in between, and we'll do the same thing behind these 4 slabs. So go ahead, copy that to the back. Okay, come inside and we're going to place brown carpet on top of all of our sea lanterns. Then you can come along to the side wall, and what I build on this side, I want you to copy the same thing to the other side. So we're going to begin at the front of the building. That's where our staircase is. Just next to that deep slate, we're going to place a stone block, then 2 crying obsidian, another stone block, and then polished deep slate all the way along. Now, next to the crying obsidian, we're going to place 2 composters there, and then we're just going to do a random mixture of stone slabs and stone brick slabs. So just run them randomly all the way along, and then you can grab your brown carpet and place it on top of the crying obsidian. Now, this obsidian may not be necessary for you. If you like to play in shaders, it gives the perfect light level for our future walls that are going to go around the castle. But if you have piglin trading, you'll have tons of that. If you don't have piglin trading, then you can use a soul torch with a carpet on top and you'll get the exact same amount of light. And if you don't play in shaders, just put a sea lantern every now and then and just use stone blocks instead. But that's the lighting for the walkways in our walls. And once you've built that on each side wall, you can come to the inside of the building and look at what we just built. Over here, we're going to place 2 stripped dark oak logs with a stone block on the end, and we'll do the same on this end. And then we're going to connect our stone blocks with 2 beehives on each side, and then a stripped oak log. And we'll do the same thing up this end. So we'll do our dark oak logs on each side with the stone block, then 1, 2, 3, 4 beehives and a stripped oak log. Now I want you to look toward the front of the build where our staircase is, and we're going to place down 2 decorated pots right there. Then you can turn to the left, and in this corner I want you to place a oak trapdoor, then grab stripped oak wood. This is the one with bark on every side, and we're going to look at that beehive and place it there. So when I made my base, this is where my mine shaft was. You don't need to put it in if you don't want to. Okay, grab your beehives again, and looking toward the back wall, we're going to place a line of them right down the middle of our build, just like that. Then you can grab stripped oak logs, and looking in this direction, so toward your side walls, we're just going to fill in every little gap in the floor, so the rest of the floor is all stripped oak logs. And that's how it should look when you're finished. So staying on our side walls, come over to the side where our composters are, and on top of this deep slate, we're going to place 4 polished basalt with another 4 beside it. Then we're going to skip the carpet and do the same thing again. 2 lines of 4 polished basalt. Then we'll skip 2 blocks and place another 2 lines like that. So in this 2 block gap, we're going to place a window. So place down 2 dark oak stairs with 2 dark oak fences on top, and then 2 upside down dark oak stairs. And they will have polished basalt on top. And right here, we're just going to place a polished deep slate slab with a polished basalt on top. So build the exact same thing on the other side. And now we're going to do the front and back walls. So starting in the middle, we're going to place 3 upside down spruce stairs, and then you can come inside, and we're going to place 3 spruce doors. Now come along to these stone blocks in the ground. On top of those, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 polished basalt with 2 going along the side like that. And then we're going to fill up this gap with dark oak fences. And we'll do the same thing on top of this stone block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 2 lying on their side. And you can fill that up with dark oak fences. Then you can come back around to the outside, grab dark oak stairs. Whoops, before we do that, on top of that block, we're going to place 3 polished basalt. Then you can grab your dark oak stairs. We'll place 2 right way up and 2 upside down. And then we're just going to place 2 dark oak trapdoors. So we'll do the same over here. We'll start with our 1, 2, 3 polished basalt, and then we'll put in our dark oak stairs and dark oak trapdoors. So build that on the back wall as well. And looking at the front wall, we're going to come along to this window, and just up the top, we're going to place 2 upside down dark oak stairs with dark oak slabs in between, and we'll do the same thing above this window. And in the middle, just above our fences, we'll do upside down stairs with 3 slabs. So build that on the back wall as well. And once you've done that, just behind the stripped dark oak logs, we are going to place 2 sea lanterns, just like that. And then on the inside, we're going to cover them with an oak trapdoor. And at the front of the building here, we'll do the same thing. So 2 sea lanterns with trapdoors, and then we're going to connect them with white concrete. And we're going to keep this going. When you get to the basalt on the end, turn the corner. Once again, once you get to the last basalt, turn the corner. We'll connect those sea lanterns, and we will just keep going, and we'll finish with a great big rectangle just like that. Then grab some dark oak slabs just on the end here. We're going to place 2 like that. Then we're going to run them across like so, and with 1 extra on the end. So that's how it should look. Go ahead and do the exact same thing up this end. Okay, once you've done that, come along to this basalt pillar, place a stone block on top, and another stone block on top of that one, and we'll connect them with 5 polished basalt. And we will do the same thing for both of these. And then we'll turn the corner and connect the stone blocks in this direction, still going with our polished basalt. Now on the ends here, I want you to come out 2 more polished basalt, and then we'll just connect the ends of those with more polished basalt. And you guessed it, we're going to do the exact same thing on this end. Okay, come along to the side wall, and what I built here, copy to the other side. So starting on the last white concrete, we're going to place a dark oak plank, and we'll just place 1 every second block, and they will have dark oak trapdoors against them. And then in between, we're going to place dark oak slabs. Now, just above this fence, we'll do an upside down dark oak stair with a stripped dark oak log on top, and then just on the end we're going to place a dark oak trapdoor. I placed that one too high, we'll just lower it so it's against the stair, and we'll do the same thing on this end. So upside down stair, stripped dark oak log, and a dark oak trapdoor against the stair. And once you've built that on each side, come along to the front, and what I built here, copy to the back wall as well. So at the same height as we did it on the side walls, we're going to do an upside down dark oak stair with a stripped dark oak log on top. Then we'll come to the center here, we're going to do the same thing. And on this dark oak log, same thing again, and then on the end, another stair and our stripped dark oak log. So we've done 4 in total. Then come to the very center, we'll place a dark oak fence right there. Then we'll place 1 each side of this log and 1 right there. And we'll do the same on this side. So 1 each side of the log and an extra 1 there. Then grab some dark oak trapdoors, and wherever you're able to, just place them against the white concrete. So you'll place 6 in total. So once you've built that at the back, come along to the corners, and above the trapdoor, we're going to place a dark oak plank, and then each side of that dark oak fence gates, you can open it up. And then we're going to place a dark oak slab just poking out from that. And go ahead and do that in each corner. Okay, once you've built all 4 of those, on every other dark oak trapdoor that you can see, I want you to hold shift, and we're going to place a sea lantern on top. These sea lanterns will not be visible, so you can use any light emitting block that you like. So you can use jack-o'-lanterns if you want to. And once you've placed all of those in, we're just going to connect all of these sea lanterns with dark oak planks. So we're just building a big rectangle. And once you've done a full lap of the building, just on the sides of our sea lanterns, we're going to place upside down polished deep slate stairs. So just run around the building, putting those in. All right, now you can come along to the side wall, and what I build on this side, I want you to copy the same thing to the opposite side, so not the front and the back, just the side walls. So behind this dark oak plank, we're going to place another dark oak plank, so we've got 4 of them in total, and then grab dark oak slabs, and starting against the top of the stripped dark oak, we're going to place a slab there, then we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So build that on the other side. And now come around to the front, and what I build here, copy the same thing to the back wall. So we're going to start with 7 dark oak planks, and we're just placing these in front of the other dark oak planks. So place all 7, and then we're going to do 9 dark oak slabs. So starting against the stripped spruce log, place one every second block until you've placed 9 in total. So you'll finish right there. And in between these slabs, we're going to be placing 8 dark oak fence gates and just open all of them up so you can finish right there. So once you've built that on each side, come along to the front, and on this sea lantern on the furthest to the left, we're going to place a white concrete. And on the final sea lantern here, we'll do another one. And we will do the same thing on the back wall. And then all we're going to do is connect these white concrete with more white concrete to make a big rectangle. And once you've built your rectangle, come along to the shorter side, and we'll put a stone block in the corners, and then we're going to run spruce logs in between. Then right in the middle here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 spruce logs. And then on each side, we'll do 3 white concrete, then 2, then 1. So 3, 2, and 1. So come along to this side and do the same thing. And then you can grab deep slate tiles, and we're just going to connect our stone blocks with a long line of them, and we'll do that on each side. And once that's done, grab polished basalt, and just on top of each of these stone blocks, we are going to place 1, 2, 3 of these polished basalt, and then grab some dark oak slabs and place 2 on the end here so it connects to the concrete, and then we're just going to run that all the way down until we connect to the concrete there, and we'll do the same thing on this side. And now grab some deep slate brick stairs, and just on the inside of the building here, we're going to place 2 upside down against our basalt, and they will have basalt on top, and then we will do that one more time, just like that. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. So stair basalt, and the same thing here, stair basalt and stair basalt. Now in between the basalt, we're going to place deep slate bricks, and then they will have a polished basalt on top. Then back to your dark oak slabs, we're just going to run a long line of them all the way across the top, like so. Okay, come along to the side walls, and what I built here, I want you to copy the same thing to the other side. So just in front of this spruce, we are going to place dark oak planks all the way along. On the end, we're going to do a stone block, then a deep slate brick, and then just in front of the stone, we'll do a deep slate tile. So we'll do the same thing on this end. We'll go stone, deep slate brick, and deep slate tile. Now right in the middle against the spruce, we're going to place 3 dark oak fences, and then looking to the side, we're going to place 2 dark oak trapdoors there. Then holding shift, we'll do an extra one right there, so you can flick those up. And we'll do the same thing here, so 2 trapdoors with an extra one closest to the fence, and flick them up. Then you can grab some deep slate tiles again, and just on top of the last bit of spruce, we're going to place a tile block, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3 more, and we'll do another 4 on this side. And right up the top, we'll do a stone block with an extra one in front, and then we're just going to cover up our deep slate tile blocks with more stone. Now grab dark oak stairs, and looking from the side, we're going to place 3 upside down like that, and another 3 on that side, and we'll finish with dark oak planks up the top. So once you've built that on each side, come along to this slab in the corner, and we're going to place a deep slate tile block on top, and we're going to run it down here until we get to the next corner. And all we're going to do then is turn the corner and keep going until we've made a great big rectangle all the way around. Okay, what I build in this corner, I want you to copy the exact same thing to the other corners. So grab deep slate tile stairs, and we're going to place 2 of them right way up, and then we'll do a deep slate brick, and against the brick we'll do 2 deep slate brick stairs right way up, and against those we're going to place a deep slate brick slab right in the corner. We're going to place another slab on top of that deep slate tile block, and just behind that we'll do a deep slate brick. So go ahead and build that in each corner. Okay, once you've got all 4 of those in, what I build on this side, it's going to be the same on all 4 sides. Even though they're different lengths, it's exactly the same. So starting next to this deep slate tile stair, we're going to place a deep slate tile block, and we're just going to place one every second block until we finish next to the stair. And then in between those, we're going to have deep slate tile slabs just against the bottom half of the block. So go ahead and do the exact same thing on each wall. And once again, this will be the exact same on every single side. So before we started next to this tile stair, now we're going to begin in front of the tile stair. We're just going to place a deep slate brick slab. And what you can do in survival is just crouch on the slab. And we're just going to alternate these blocks. So we start with the slab, then a deep slate brick stair, then a slab stair. And this is all we're doing, just going back and forth. So do that on every single side. Okay, come along to the front of the building. And what I build on this side, copy the same thing to the back. So we'll look over to our corner. Just next to that slab, we'll do a deep slate tile slab. And diagonally up from that, we'll do a deep slate brick slab with another one behind it, then a deep slate brick, then 1, 2, 3 deep slate brick stairs, and then a deep slate brick up the top. And we'll do the same thing over here. So just next to that slab, deep slate tile slab, then a brick slab, and another one behind it, then a brick, 3 stairs, and another brick. So now come around to the back wall and do the same thing. Okay, come along to the side wall, and what I build here, copy the same thing to the other side. So in front of that top stone, we'll do a right way up deep slate tile stair, and then against the stone, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 deep slate tile blocks, and we'll finish with a deep slate tile slab on the end. And we'll do the same thing here, so 4 blocks and a slab. Now look at the dark oak planks here. On the end one, we're going to do a right way up deep slate tile stair, and we'll do that on this side as well. And then with deep slate tile slabs, we'll go 1 slab there, then another one slightly up, and we're just alternating like that. Now come along to the corner here where that slab is. Next to that, we'll do a deep slate tile slab, and we'll just place one every second block until we get to the corner. So build that on the other side as well. Okay, now you can come along to the front, and what I built here, copy the same thing to the back. So we're looking at this line of tile blocks. Come along to the final one, and against the bottom half of that block, we'll place a deep slate tile slab, and we're just going to place one every second block and finish right there. Then starting on top of the stone, we're going to stay with these slabs, but we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and we're just going to continue to do that every second block until we get to that stone block on the end. And the next step is super easy, but it's going to take you a while. So you come along to where we've got these 4 deep slate tile blocks. Just next to these, we're going to place 4 deep slate tile stairs. And then next to that, we'll do 4 deep slate tile blocks. And we're just going to keep alternating all the way along. So 4 stairs, 4 blocks. So do that on each side until you've filled in the roof. Okay, once that's done, come along to the top, and just next to that stone block, we'll do a cracked deep slate brick. And we're just going to place one every second block, and then in between those you can place stone blocks. Then looking from the side, we're going to place upside down deep slate tile stairs just against all of the visible stone. And you can come along to this side, do the same thing, so upside down tile stairs. Then against the cracked bricks, we're going to place dark oak trapdoors. And once again, you can go ahead and do that each side. So now we're going to grab a polished basalt, and we're just going to run a line of it lying on its side, finishing just above that stair. And we'll do the same thing over here. So we'll keep going until we reach the stair. Then grab deep slate brick stairs, look away from the building, and we're going to place one right way up on the second last basalt. And that will have a polished deep slate wall each side. Then look at it from this direction, we'll do an upside down brick stair like that, and then grab 2 polished deep slate slabs and we'll place one each side. So we're going to do the same thing up this end, so brick stair right way up with our 2 polished deep slate walls, then an upside down stair with our 2 polished deep slate slabs. Okay, now we're going to decorate the interior. So over where our decorated pots are, just break the oak log in the floor and place it right there. Then you can drop down here, place a lightning rod against it, and then you can replace that. Now on top of that lightning rod, we're going to do another one with a white candle on top, and you can light it up. And we will do the exact same thing on this side. And once you've got both of those in, we're going to look toward the opposite wall, and just in here we're going to place 3 spruce trapdoors and the same thing right here. Now we're going to stand on our carpet, look to the side and place an armor stand right there and another one right there. Now these armor stands will have 2 chains in front of them. And then what I want you to do is just here we're going to place 2 pistons. Place a redstone block against it, and then you can break all of that. So we're making a little sword stand here. So just grab a temporary block, place it there, put your lightning rod against it, and break that. And there we go, that's our sword stand. So come along to this side, do the same thing. So 2 pistons, redstone block, then break that. Then you do your temporary block with the lightning rod and break it. And if you look to the right, just next to that trapdoor, I'm going to do a bookshelf, and then next to that we'll do an armor stand, and you can decorate that with whatever armor that you like. Then turn to the left, in front of the basalt, we're going to do a chest, and then in front of this basalt, I'll do a scaffolding with a bamboo trapdoor. And then looking from this direction, we're going to place a lectern just in front of the chair, and you can put a book and quill in that. And then next to the chair, we'll do 2 temporary blocks, and they will have upside down spruce stairs against them. And then over here, place 2 more temporary blocks, and you can place upside down stairs against those. So that's how it should look. Then grab a spruce slab, place it there, and then we'll do 3 candles. No need to light them up. And just next to the lectern, we'll place an item frame there, and I'll put an iron sword in that. And then in the corner, I'm going to place a barrel and we'll put a lantern on top. And that is your building complete. Okay, we're back in the main world now. We're going to go over to this corner right here and start building our corner guardhouse. So look at it from the same direction I am and come over to this stair in the corner and break it. And then break another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What we're going to do is look in this direction. We're going to do a stone brick with another one behind it. Same on this side. And then down here we'll do 3 spruce stairs, then 3 spruce slabs and 3 spruce planks. Just on the right we'll do a polished basalt, and on the left we'll do a stone block, then a polished basalt. And we're going to make a square connecting these basalts. So keep running them along like this. When you get to the second last stone, turn the corner and go along in this direction, and we're just going to keep leaving that gap of 1 stone block all the way around. So when you get to this corner, just turn and keep going until we connect right here. And what I'm going to do is send you to the tutorial for my pumpkin farm guardhouse. And what we've built just here is the first step for building that, so you will know exactly where to place it. There will be one difference though. The tutorial includes the pumpkin farm inside of the building, but I actually want you to build this without the pumpkin farm. So you're just building the exterior, which shouldn't be too hard because in the tutorial you build the floor and then I go straight into the pumpkin farm. What you can do is just skip ahead until the pumpkin farm's done and you can build what's left over. And there's 2 more things that might be a little bit confusing. In the tutorial, the doorway is actually over here, so just ignore that. Everything else is exactly the same, but it's just your doorway will be in a different spot. And when you build it, I want you to build the roof pointing in the same direction that I have it here. So if you're looking at the main castle, it's in this direction because we're going to be building a few of these and we want all the roofs to be facing the same way. So if you're doing the tutorial and you end up with this trapdoor facing out in that direction, you've got it wrong. Just try and build it as you can see it right here. And because this is a tiny bit confusing, I'll actually leave a world download for this. So if you're on Java Edition, you can get that and it'll just be a bit easier to build. So that will also be in the video description. But otherwise, you go off to the video now and build this without the pumpkin farm. Okay, once you've done that, I want you to follow this stone walkway all the way down to this corner over here. And we're going to look at it from this direction, and I want you to break that stair and then an extra 1, 2, 3, 4 stairs. Over here, we'll do a stone brick with another one behind it. Same right here, then 3 spruce stairs, 3 spruce slabs, and 3 spruce planks. We'll do a polished basalt there, and on the right hand side we'll do a stone block, then a polished basalt, and we're going to do what we did before. We're just going to make our square out of polished basalt. So it'll look just like that, remembering to leave that one block of stone all the way around like so. And now I'm going to send you back off to the pumpkin farm tutorial again, but this time it will be exactly the same as in the tutorial. The doorway's even in the same spot, and I want you to build the farm inside as well. If you don't want the pumpkin or melon farm, then don't build it. I guess you could leave it empty like you did for that one. But if you want the farm, just go ahead and follow the tutorial precisely. Just be careful to make sure you get your roof facing in the same direction. And this isn't the only one we're going to be building, so we're building 3 in total. So if you come all the way to this back corner, I'll show you where the staircase is. So looking in the same direction I am, we're going to break that one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 more. We'll put our 2 stone bricks in, with our 3 spruce stairs, 3 slabs, and 3 spruce planks. On the right hand side we'll do a stone, then a polished basalt, and a polished basalt there, and then we'll build our square. And then you can go off to the tutorial and build this one as well. And this one will also have a farm on the inside. So if you did melons for that one, you might want to do all pumpkins for this one, or you can mix them up. And this one should be the same as the tutorial as well. Just be careful again to make sure all of these have their roofs facing in the same direction. Okay, so once you've finished building all 3 of these, come along to this one that's furthest away from our castle, and we're just going to connect it to the wall. So you would have placed in these slabs when you were building it. We're just going to break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slabs, then we'll do 2 stone blocks there, a stone brick stair, and a stone stair on top. Okay, now we're going to build the wall that runs all the way around, and I'll show you the design for the wall in this section right here, just next to our entrance. So the design doesn't change, the only thing that'll change is where the windows go. So we're going to start with our crying obsidian. We're just going to continue that all the way along until we finish right there, and on top of that we're going to place brown carpet. And remember, you can use soul torches instead of crying obsidian, or you can use just stone blocks if you don't plane shaders and you don't need the nice light level. So each side of the crying obsidian we are going to place composters, and on top of the composters we'll do a single line of white concrete. And now we'll do our windows. So starting from the entry house, we're going to place 2 white concrete, and then we'll do an oak trapdoor, and you can flick it up. And from here, we're just going to leave gaps of 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then place another trapdoor like so. And you can place your 3 white concrete in between, and then come to the other side, and this is really easy. You just place the oak trapdoors in the same spot and put in your white concrete. And to build the roof, we're going to use deep slate tile stairs, and they will always go on each end of the 3 concrete blocks. So you're just placing them every second block like so. Then in between these, we are going to place deep slate tile blocks. And once you've placed all of those in, just against the lower half of these, we're going to place deep slate brick slabs, and you can run them all the way along. and then come to the opposite side and build the same thing. And to put the finishing touch on our roof, just at this height here, we're going to run a single line of deep slate tile slabs and just run them all the way along like so. So we're just going to keep building that design over and over, but I'll have to show you how to connect them to the buildings. So put yourself in the middle of this walkway here and come along to the next guardhouse. You can replace that top basalt there with a deep slate tile block and then break the 3 blocks below. On top of that spruce log, we're going to place a spruce door. Then we'll do a sea lantern and you can break those 3 blocks. And then we're just going to run our crying obsidian all the way along like so. And of course you can put your carpet all the way along, including on top of the sea lantern. And I'll show you where the first window goes and you should be able to do the rest from there. So I'm just going to come out 4 composters on each side and we can put our white concrete on top. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 white concrete and put in your window. And the same here, 3 white concrete and your window. And from there, you're just going to leave 3 block gaps before you put another window. And remember, the deep slate tile stairs always go on each end of those 3 white concrete, and then you can do your blocks in between. So go ahead and build your roof exactly as we did before. So that's how you should look when you're done with 3 block gaps in between your windows. So now we're going to continue the wall over here. So find the center of this walkway again and come over to the building and break the top basalt. This time, instead of a block, we're going to place a polished deep slate slab and you can break those 3 and those 3 slabs. No door this time. We'll put a sea lantern there. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 crying obsidian and they will have carpet on top. And we will put in our 4 composters each side with our white concrete. And then the window is going to be 1, 2, 3 concrete and then your window. And you should know how to do it from here. Just continue that all the way around, but I will show you where the windows go on the corners. And before I show you the corners, there's one thing here I forgot to show you. So just where this top line of slabs connects to the dark oak slabs, just replace that with a tile slab, or you can leave it as dark oak if you prefer. So if we come around here on the inside, it'll look like this. So when we get to the last window, there's 2 blocks. So on the other side, just do 2 blocks and then put in your next window. And from this side, there will be 3 blocks before the corner. So go ahead and again leave 3 blocks there. And over here, there's 2 blocks at the end. So just go ahead and leave 2 blocks until you do your next window. And once again, you guessed it, 3 blocks. So leave 3 blocks before your window. So then we get over to here. I've got to show you how to connect this. So if you're coming in here, you'll break those 3 slabs. Put in your crying obsidian and you can break all of that. We'll put another crying obsidian there. Up the top, we're just going to do a polished deep slate slab. And you can put down your carpet and it's pretty obvious what to do from here, except maybe for the final window. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So our final window will go there and you can put in your block. So just go ahead and connect your wall. And this time I'll remember to replace that slab. So now if you come in the doorway, we need to put another walkway on the left. So find the center of the wall. So this is it here. And I'm going to knock out those 3 blocks and you should be lining up with that other guardhouse. But I'm also going to knock out those 3 white concrete. We'll put a polished deep slate slab in the middle and a polished basalt on each side. You can also remove that basalt. Do a crying obsidian with a brown carpet on top, and just behind that I want you to do 3 stone blocks with a spruce stair in the middle, and behind that stair we're going to do another 3 stone blocks, and then we'll do another spruce stair and another one right there. Now on top of these stone blocks we're going to do 1, 2 polished basalt and 1 right there, then 1, 2 and 1. So that's how it should look when you're done. Okay, come to the outside of the building, and just behind our stair we're going to do a crying obsidian with some carpet on top, and we're going to run 4 composters each side. Then break those 3 slabs and place white concrete on top of your composters. And this time we're going to do a single white concrete block before we do our 2 windows. And then you can just continue with the concrete. Now we need to break some blocks. So look right in the center of this walkway. We're going to break that fence gate and that stair, and we'll place a deep slate tile block right there. Then down here we'll break those 2 slabs and place in deep slate tile blocks. And each side of those we're going to break the stair and the trapdoor. So we'll do the same on that side. And we'll place in a deep slate brick each side. And we just want to get rid of those sea lanterns. So break those and replace them with dark oak planks. And from here you should be able to build the rest of the wall. So starting just next to that window, we'll do a deep slate tile stair with a block each side. And the same thing over here. Grab your deep slate brick slabs and we're going to run them from this level right here. And then on top, you just run your tile slabs. So just go ahead and build that all the way over to that guardhouse. And when you reach the guardhouse, I'll show you how to connect it. So I might do it from the inside. So you just find the center of the wall. So here it is right here. So you knock out all the basalt. Up the top, you can place your polished deep slate slab. And we'll break that one and these 3 slabs so you can connect just like that. So it's pretty easy. Just go ahead and finish building your connection. And you guessed it, the wall is going to continue all the way over there to the castle. So once again, put yourself in the middle of this walkway. You can break the 3 slabs and the 4 basalt, and that's where we're going to come out with our crying obsidian and carpet. Up the top here, we'll just do a polished deep slate slab. And I'll show you where the first window goes. So we're going to come out just a little bit further and put in our white concrete. And what we're going to do is leave 1, 2, 3 white concrete before we put in our window. So go ahead and finish the wall. And I'll show you how to connect this wall to the castle. So if we come in here, you can place in some obsidian. We're going to break those blocks there and add just a few more obsidian and come in like so. And then for this, we'll put our composters in, of course. No need to put in a final window here. We'll just fill that up. Now I want you to break that block there. We'll also break those 2 and we'll put in some deep slate tile blocks there and a slab like so. And then you should just be able to fill in the rest of your roof. And that's it for today, guys. I think we've got tons and tons done. So stay tuned for part 3, which hopefully will be out soon. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.